Hello, hello, hello. Right? How are you? You doing all right, Jillian? You gonna say hi to everybody?
I want to sneeze.
You want to sneeze? Okay, so we're gonna wait for some people to come on. I know we have one or two. I'm a little bit hoarse. I was up very late last night watching a film with a friend, and we're gonna talk about that today and what relevance that has. As to what is going on in this world. So if you guys want to tell your friends, I just posted something on Facebook because everybody thinks that Facebook is the place to be, where Facebook is not the place to be. Right now, it's our YouTube channel, which, Jillian, do me a favor, turn that light on. I'm going to fix this lighting in here before we get started because I'm getting really washed out in the T section here. Click it again, and then I can change the hue. There we go. So while we're waiting for some people, if you have anything, you can actually chat. If you click the live chat below the video, you can actually live chat, and you can see some of the things I've actually started to type already. Jillian, can you type some stuff in the chat and just sign in on that live stream? Okay. I am going to fix the lighting in here. Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's actually pretty good. Hey, look who's on. Laura's on. Hi, Laura. Hi.
There I am.
And there's Jillian. Oh, that's a nice name, Jillian.
I have two accounts. I had to make that.
All right, so we can get started. We've got about 4 people or so watching. I know it's a small thing, but we're all trying to learn here. So one of the things that I am going to discuss, why don't we actually start out with what I watched last night with a friend of mine that I went to elementary school with. We're actually watching in her screened-in porch tent that she has in her yard right by the river down here in Somerset. And I brought over the DVD that I had ordered in the mail because I'd seen it years ago. But I know by doing gematria, which some of you can learn about what that is at gematrics.com, which actually, let me, gematrics.org. Go to that website, and you can learn about, it's a little different than numerology, but it's information that when you put your name in, you put phrases in that have been said, things that are going on. I think I spelled that right, actually, Jillian. Can you look that up in case I got that wrong? And just little interesting things. I actually put my husband and my name in there at the same time, and some really interesting things that actually stuff that we've experienced came up over the time that we've been married, the time that we've known each other, and it was all familiar. So you wonder if things are actually, your name is actually programmed before you come here so that you experience certain things and you're part of certain things that are happening. Is that the correct, what page?
I'm copying and pasting.
Okay. So the movie that we watched last night was The Truman Show. So if you've seen The Truman Show, you know, and spoiler if you haven't, you know, it's still interesting to watch because you see how things are happening. But watching that movie, you see how Truman doesn't realize in the beginning that he's basically living in a fake world. He's living in like a matrix almost, where he thinks that he's, yep, that's the one, Jillian. He's experiencing everything as a normal person would. Doesn't realize he's living within a bubble, which is what a lot of people live in at this point. Some people haven't opened their mind to what they call awake. I like to call aware, because this wake woke thing, okay, enough with that stuff. This is being, Jillian, you can say hi if you want, or you can use this one. You want to use this account to actually chat? This way you're on the Enlightenings one. Right there. Oops. Let me go to here. Click. Change. Oops. Change.
You're already on it.
No, I don't want to be on that one. I want to be on the Enlightenings one instead, so that you have the different user. And then go find the video. There it is. Oops. Just turn the audio down. Oops. Sorry. Just turn my audio down and you can text, okay? All right. So, The Truman Show. It was interesting last night because I was sitting there watching it with my friend, and she was confused as to what she was watching when she first started it. And I stopped the video. We stopped the video and I said, okay, I'm going to explain a little bit, and then you're going to start to see things differently. See things a little more open-minded as to what's really actually going on. And it was interesting that once I said that and had her see things from a different angle, she was blown away about how this movie from, what was that, the 1990s, maybe, The Truman Show? Might have been around that time. I actually have it in the other room. I don't know where it is. I think it might be on the bar.
You mean Jim Carrey?
Yeah, can you get that film? I think it's in the other room. It's a DVD is somewhere. Oh, it's on the table right there on the corner. See it? And it was not, it was shocking at how much it actually makes sense as to what's going on right now. Here it is right here. Okay. So, but he is, he lives in, and his name is funny. His name is Truman Burbank, where all Hollywood stuff is done. Everything is done in Hollywood, Burbank, and all that. And it's interesting that it's actually based on, it's a film, and Truman is the part. He's the TV show. He's the whole thing. And so when you realize by the end everything that you do is being controlled, that's what has been going on for a very long time. Okay? And once you all realize that you have been told to do one thing, and because you think you've seen it on television, and because you think you've seen it somewhere else, and someone said it, and this is the way it's supposed to be, and that's the way some authority told me the way it was supposed to be, if you don't learn to question authority, which is something I've been doing since I was in first grade, probably even earlier than that, if you don't learn to do that, you're never going to understand anything. You have to learn to think for yourself. The one thing I told the graduates of this year, of the high school that graduated here, I posted, forget everything you learn and learn to research for yourself. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to be left behind. It is not what you learned there. It is what you yourself learned how to research, whether it's before, during, or after you graduate high school. My two girls since 5th grade for you, right? Started 5th grade homeschooling?
Yeah,
homeschooled in 5th grade because I got fed up. I was fed up the way things were being done. It's not like it wasn't done. I didn't, not that I think that my schooling was any better. For all those that thought that I loved school when I was in school, I did not. This did not feel right to me. You don't sit, pay attention, don't talk back, don't question. That is not schooling. Schooling is don't let your schooling, don't let your education, John, your father has the phrase, don't let your school get in the way of your education of things. So that is the main thing that I want people to realize, is that it is, and something, maybe what I'll do, Laura, if you haven't seen it, maybe we'll sit in Lightnings and a few of us will watch this together, and then we'll discuss, and you can see the things that happen in this film that make sense or make total sense. Now, whether someone had the idea of let's disclose this through the film and not really tell them why we're doing it, how it is, but as you pay attention, you will begin to learn some of the things that you'll open your mind as to really what's been going on in your own world and what has happened to everyone in this world. Pay attention. Things might change over the next couple of months. Yes, we have an election coming up. Whether that will happen is all up in the air at this point. I know you may be for one party or the other. I never have been. Am I listed as one? Yes, I am. Because honestly, I'm not changing. And for one reason only. Because honestly, and this is being honest, I don't want to be picked for jury duty. And the moment you mess with what you've got there for your voting, boop, you'll get pulled into the jury duty pool. Okay? I haven't been pulled in a long time. A long time. Now, maybe they know what I do. I don't care. I don't care. I've so had it with the people who are running this world, who think that they know everything. Well, it's over, because there's a bunch of us who know that this is going our way now. and things are changing. So if you're interested in being part of this movement forward, it is time to leave your old thinking behind, open your mind, and be enlightened. That is our phrase. I opened this shop for a reason. Now I know why. Because I am sick and tired of people thinking that they're above anybody else. Stop thinking because you have a piece of paper that you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for, that you think you know any better than someone who maybe went and started packing groceries and been doing that since they've been out of high school. They may actually know more because they researched everything they know. Remember that. No one is smarter than anyone else, no matter where your education came from. So, thanks, Laura. So maybe we can get some discussion going on here at some point. But those are the main things. We're going to start doing our YouTube lives from here. I'm going to start doing even my other things that I do here. I used to do Wisdom Wednesday on Facebook. I'm going to do them here. I think it's much more interesting. I may even do them where I actually go live through my Zoom and bring people in who want to chat and talk back and forth so that others can hear others' opinions. I actually have a friend, Sue McPhee, who will be coming on as a live show, maybe a pre-recorded show. We'll see how that works. And we'll put that up here on YouTube. She's awesome. This is one of the first people that I met doing a lot of these types of things, whether it be mediumship or Sue has a plethora of information. Sue also has, so we'll have Sue on. She also has an awesome book about when she went to, called Tale of Two Rivers. Okay. Awesome book, but beautiful friend of mine. She lives up in New Hampshire now. She used to be from here, but there's actually some awesome pictures when she went to Romania and helped a lot of these children with disabilities and infants. She does Reiki and a lot of healing stuff and massage therapist, and she's just awesome. We're gonna have Sue.
Wasn't she the one who made you met with Daddy?
Yes. So Sue actually told me everything that was going to happen and who I was going to meet and all that connection. And we'll talk about that maybe even on this show that we do. So if you want to tune into that, I'll be recording with Sue at some point over the next couple weeks. But if you can get that book, this would be awesome to get. Not sure if it's available on Amazon, but check it. It's called A Tale of Two Rivers. Bless you, Jillian. There's no illness here. Sneeze on me, because guess what? If you don't keep yourself, here's the things you're going to keep yourself healthy with. Ready? Matter of fact, we're going to switch to this right now. Okay? The 5 things that keep you healthy. Now remember this, because this can help you be healthy from anything. You won't get sick from anything if you think about these things. And these are in order, going backwards from 5 to 1. Okay? 5. Number 5, the food you eat. Okay? The food you eat is important. You know what's more important than the food you eat? The exercise you get. The exercise you get is more important than the food you eat. So you can eat little bad things, and it doesn't matter, because if you exercise, you will be great. You'll be okay, because that's more important. So you can eat some sweet things maybe and do a little bit of exercise. And I'm not talking about working out. You don't have to work out. Honestly, there are ways that you can exercise without even moving out of the chair. And it all has to do with your brain knowing whether you're exercising or not. You can actually lose weight sitting in a chair. Not that I want you to be a bump on a log. Get out and explore nature. But you could, if you had to, if the weather was bad, you couldn't go out and exercise, you can actually mentally exercise, and you will still lose the same thing as if you go and spend an hour at a gym that you have to pay for. You don't have to do that. Okay. Number 3, the water you drink. The water you drink is more important than the exercise you get and the food you eat. So if you drink really good water that doesn't have fluoride in it, which is calcifying your third eye, which is making you not being able to discern things properly, which is actually slowing down and dumbing down this entire world. This fluoridation thing should have never happened. That is something my mother fought for a long time. And guess what? That is going to go away, because we've about had it with people who tell us what to do. So the water you drink pure water, get good water. Make sure the pH is good, above 7.2, okay? What's more important than that? The air you breathe. The air you breathe is very important. And guess what? If you get great air, but you don't get great water maybe, and you don't do a lot of exercise, and the food you eat, as long as the air you're breathing is very good. So what does that remind you of? Well, two things, and where I come from, we're worried about rust and dust mess that's going on down at the end of our town where I live. That needs to stop as well. Okay? The air you breathe. What's the air you breathe? Give me one, because we don't even have one here. Well, if this was the things you guys have been wearing, how can you breathe clean air through that? You cannot. You cannot breathe clear, clean air through that, because you have no idea what this is made of. You have no idea what that mask is made of. You have no idea what the thing you're using as a mask, whether it's a sock or a shirt or a bandana or whatever, and anything else that you're breathing out. You eat food, you're causing bacteria, you're putting bacteria into there. If you're not constantly changing it every 10 minutes, forget it. And putting that in front of you, you can't breathe anyway. They always tell you shouldn't sleep with the blankets over your head because it's not good for you. Okay?
Yeah, and then, like,
so
whatever.
Learn to wake up and not do the things that sometimes people tell you. Use your own brain. That's what it's there for. Stop drinking the fluoride. Don't allow people to tell you what to do, because you are in charge of you. No one else is.
Yeah, and whenever you wear the mask,
Yep.
you'll lose brain cells.
Oh yeah, you're ruining your immunity. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, people will tell me, "Well, I'm a nurse and I wear them all day long." Yeah, look up the study from 2008 that talked about doctors and nurses wearing masks. They also change them more frequently. And guess what? They wear them for short periods of time. They're not wearing them all the time. Take them off. That is control. What did your mother do when she wanted you to shut up? She covered your mouth. Don't let them cover your mouth. Don't let them make you stop speaking, because your speech is important. Remember that. No one is more important than yourself. Everyone is equal, and that is the thing that's changing. Cheryl, tell him, Mama. Yes, Mama. I'm exhausted from my years on all this. Exactly. My mother was exhausted, and I'm getting exhausted. So guess what? I'm not up to here. I'm up to here. So that's why I'm starting to do this, because I've been fed up with all this. Really fed up. I am not keeping my voice silent anymore. Done with that. Okay, so guess what? So we talked about number 5, the food you eat, the exercise you get, the water you drink, the air you breathe. Anybody know what number 1 is? What's number 1? The thoughts you think. So the people that come in, even to my shop, and say, I have this, and I have this, and I have this illness, and I have this illness, and I have this pain, and I have this. Keep hanging on to the things that you like. You must like them, because you keep saying, I have. Want to talk about manifestation? Manifestation happens to everybody every day. Every thought you say, everything you think, everything that comes out of your mouth is manifesting. And you go, I can't manifest. And there's a manifestation as well. I can't manifest. Want to know why it's not happening? Because you think you can't do it. And you say you can't do it. So this is unbelievable how people don't realize that everything has a vibration. Every speech, everything you say. Now, mind you, some of the things we say come from the other side as well. They're putting a thought in your head of, I can do this. And then you go and change it going, I can't do this. And so, boop, that cancels that out. And then you keep saying, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's impossible. I can't do this. If you keep doing that, you're setting yourself up for failure. Why would you do that? Why? Time to let yourself be your true self and speak out. Say the things you are thinking. Say them out. Tell people. Because guess what? The one thing that nobody else should be doing is judging anybody else for what they are, who they are, what they say, and how they feel. Keeping it open. There you go, Cheryl. Thanks, Cheryl. So if you're interested in being a part of this, we're going to be doing some of these. Maybe I might even do something coming in quick daily. I might do it early in the morning for those of us who are up early, because I do have another job that I do. And sometimes that job, it's day or night or whatever. Plus I have the shop. So I'm trying to squeeze these in. I don't want them to be super long. They can be as long as we want them to be if there's chat going on. So, and know that you can do that little super chat or whatever it is, a live chat within there and chat to each other. I'm okay with that. Not a problem. But start doing some research on your own. There's plenty of things out there. We're going to start posting some stuff. We're going to be changing up the Enlightening's page. I might even add an Enlightening Talk page. That's an individual page. It puts a lot of links for a lot of people who I've been watching, like Santa Surfing, like Charlie Ward, like I watched London Real. He's got some great things on. David Icke talks about a lot of things. And I know that YouTube blocks people, but you know something? This has got to stop. Stop. This has got to stop.
Same goes for Twitter.
I come from public access television. Okay? I'm the station manager at where I am. And something that public access has been for since before the early 70s is about free speech. And when you stop free speech, you change everything. And guess what? We're not going to let that happen. We're finding out other ways to get the message out. And pretty soon, it's going to be going in the streets. There are so many things that I have learned and found out and have known instinctively were wrong. Can pinpoint people out who I don't like before I even see them, because I can see their aura. There are things that are totally different. She has abilities. My other daughter has abilities. My husband has abilities. Doesn't realize he does. My mother had abilities. Everybody has abilities. We all have something. Time to open it up and let it happen. Let it happen, because that is the only thing that is going to take down what is evil in this world. Remember that. All right, you guys. So in comes the husband now.
I found out I have abilities.
So you're not just a mechanical.
Oh.
Oh, so you were watching in the other room, huh?
Just turned it on.
Just turned it on? Just turned it on when I said he had abilities.
2, not like.
So, no, I started at 1. I started at 1 p.m.
Oh, you said 2.
No, I said 1.
Oh, God.
See?
Okay.
Doesn't listen.
The other timeline.
Doesn't listen. Yes, the other timeline.
Yeah.
We'll get into all that stuff as well. So on this channel, here's the things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Nasara Jasara. We're going to talk about everything. Yeah, turn on the fan, Jillian. We're going to talk about John's fainting because it's getting warm in here. We're going to talk about yeah, but I'm fed up with censorship too, Laura. Believe me. I miss you too, Cheryl. I miss you guys. We will all be able to get together, even if we do it like this. Might even try to do a show down at my friend's Heidi's house over down by the river, maybe calling it Red Pillin' by the river. But definitely some people have to have their minds opened and look at things from another angle. We're going to talk about how you can fix things for yourself, applied kinesiology, all these things that I've been researching and looking into and finding out how it works and how you can change things. It is time. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. That's why it's there. Open your third eye. Open your pineal gland. Clear it out. Clean it out. And get going. This should be out in the streets. So we're going to talk about those things. We're going to keep things open. You want to talk about something? Let me know. We're going to talk about it, because I am tired of being silent. Really tired of being silent. So we're going to try to keep this one a little bit short today. I'm going to post it once we're done on our... No sadness. No sadness. Jillian's got the Q shirt on. The Q shirt for QAnon. Where we go one, we go all. Okay? Now, does that mean I love Trump? It doesn't matter. Why does that matter? Who is who? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care whether I like him, whether I don't. You know what? I've always been for somebody who shakes things up. And guess what? That's exactly what he's done. Do I think he does things all perfect? No, because no one is perfect. Remember that. No one.
Hannah Montana says nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. Okay? Nobody's perfect. But you definitely want people to let people see something from a different angle. And if he has to do it by acting crazy, then so be it. I don't care. I want someone to shake things up. I've tried to shake things up, even in my own town. And for some reason, that becomes an issue. And it shouldn't. It should just be another angle that you see something at. That's all. That's all. It's not to cause a commotion. It's to go, hey, how about looking at it like this maybe? How about looking at it like this? So when we do that, I can't take all the hate either. Guess what? We can all have opinions and still live with each other because we did it for years. The biggest problem is you have keyboard people who just do it behind a keyboard. No, put your face out there. Let people know how you think because it's time. It is time. And it's time is, we not be muzzled.
I'm a man. I will not be muzzled.
There goes the man with his briefcase.
It looks like a nice purse.
Okay, so we will see you back here. I'm going to post some times when I'm going to maybe do one as many as I can. And I will let those who want to come see the film, the movie at the shop.
Is it funny?
And well, it's funny to a point. There's a couple of things. It's not a comedy. It's you know, it's like watching a reality show when you think about it, when you look at it, Jillian. But just to even discuss about that, got some other things. That will be great. I'm going to tell you another show. I'm actually going to put a link up here. I'll put a link up under this YouTube when it's done for you to go and watch an awesome documentary called Root Cause. Okay? I'm going to leave you with one thing. And I have dentist friends, but a dentist is the only doctor, maybe the only doctor, that thinks it's okay to leave something that is dead in your mouth. And that causes you issues down the road. And we will talk about that maybe in the next YouTube Live. All right? Thanks, you guys. I will see you guys soon. Maybe even later on today. Who knows? I'll just do pop-up ones like this whenever I can. All right?